You ever get a call from a number you don't recognize? Most people just let it ring. I should have. The first call. The whisper, it started on a cold October night. I was home alone, watching TV, when my phone buzzed on the table. No caller ID. Hesitated. But then, curiosity got the best of me. I answered. For a few seconds, silence. Then, breathing. Slow. Deep. Deliberate. I swallowed hard and said, "Hello?" A voice whispered, "You left the door open." I felt a chill crawl down my spine slowly. I turned my head toward my front door. Locked. Then I looked at my bedroom door. Wide open. I didn't remember opening it. I checked every lock, grabbed a knife from the kitchen, and sat awake all night. But when I checked my phone again, the call wasn't in my history. It was like it never happened. That should have been the end of it. But that was just the beginning. The second call, the missing number. A few nights later, my phone rang again. This time, there was no number. No caller ID. Not unknown number. Just a blank space where the number should be. My stomach tightened. I let it ring, and ring, and ring. Then, it stopped. A few seconds later, a text. No words, just a photo. It was my front door, taken from just outside. I ran to check. Nobody there. But on my doormat, a single black old-fashioned phone sat there. Rotary dial. Cracked earpiece. It rang. I ran back inside and locked every door. But when I checked my phone, the message was gone. The third call. The brother's warning. I didn't touch my phone for a while after that. I turned it off. I ignored it. But one night it rang again. My brother's number. My brother had died 2 years ago. I felt frozen. My mind told me it was impossible. But my thumb moved on its own, and I answered. For a few seconds, nothing. Then, "Don't go into the basement." I sat up straight. I don't have a basement. Or at least, I thought I didn't. But after that call, I started noticing something strange. The floorboards in my hallway were off. One night, I pried one up, then another, and underneath, there was a hatch. A door in the floor. I reached for the handle, and my phone rang. Same number. My brother's number. I answered. I said, "Don't go into the basement." I slammed the hatch shut. I haven't touched it since. But that was nothing compared to what happened next. The fourth call. The laughing man. It was 2:07 a.m. when my phone rang again. I didn't answer. I just let it ring. Then, my bathroom mirror started vibrating. I walked toward it slowly. The reflection of my phone screen was different. It showed a missed call from me. Then, the screen changed. A text. "Look behind you." I turned. Nothing. But when I looked back in the mirror, my reflection was still turned around, and then it grinned. A horrible, stretched, impossible grin. And then my reflection laughed. A deep, wet, unnatural laugh. I threw my phone at the mirror, and the laughter didn't stop. Even when the glass shattered, even when my phone hit the floor, Even when I covered my ears, it didn't stop. The fifth call, the vanishing friend. I told my best friend, James, about what was happening. He didn't believe me, so I showed him. I let the phone ring in front of him, and I let him answer. He put it on speaker, static, then a voice. "You shouldn't have picked up." James frowned. "Who is this?" "You'll see." The call ended. James rolled his eyes and called me paranoid. He laughed it off, and then, the next day, James was gone. Vanished. No one remembered him. His apartment was empty. His name wasn't in my contacts. It was like he had never existed. The sixth call. The breathing on the line. I moved. New apartment. New phone. I stopped answering. Unknown numbers. But one night, I woke up to a phone ringing. Not my new phone, my old phone. The one I threw away. It was sitting on my nightstand. It shouldn't be here. It shouldn't be able to ring. But it did. And when I picked it up, I heard breathing. Slow, heavy, and then I found you. The final call. The hand at the end of the bed. I changed my number. I changed my phone. But it didn't matter. The calls still came. New number. Every time. Different area codes, different countries. But always at 2:07 a.m. and always that same whisper. Now I'm inside. I didn't know what that meant until one night. I woke up and my phone was already in my hand. I don't remember picking it up. The screen was on, a call already in progress. I couldn't hear anything at first. Then, a sound. Not breathing. Not static. It was the sound of my own voice. You left the door. Open. My stomach dropped. And then I saw it, in the dim glow of my screen. A hand. Pale. Thin. With long cracked nails. It was reaching out from the foot of my bed. I screamed. I ran. I left the apartment that night and never went back. But now, it doesn't matter, because the ringing never stops, even when my phone is off, even when there's no battery left, even when I throw it into the river. The ringing still comes. And the worst part? Now, I'm starting to hear it in my dreams. So, if you ever get a call from a number you don't recognize, don't answer, because you never know what might be waiting on the other end. If you've ever received a call you couldn't explain, let me know in the comments. And if your phone rings late at night and you don't know the number, whatever you do, don't pick up.